let's ride. Unified leadership. Light the flame, turn it up loud, remember the name. Unified leadership. Power and pride, we don't just talk, we testify. Unified leadership. Heart and grind, purpose and rhythm, perfectly timed. Bass hit heavy, croppers and rhythm, purpose and rhythm, perfectly timed. Bass hit heavy, crowd on sway. Kosher clay, truth and play. Sifu Rafael, calm control, leaders in sync. Hearts of gold, focus sharp, the mission clear. Every step forward, silence the fear. Discipline, dripping, confidence, how we move together, we amplify. Who we are, unified. What we lead, unified. Stand tall, unified. Every time, unified leadership. Raise that bar, leaders in rhythm, born to spar. Raise that bar, leaders in rhythm, born to spar. Steady and true, the sound of the few that follow new. Strong alive, this is the beat where leaders thrive. Unified leadership.
Unified leadership.
Yeah, bro. That joint, that's a head. It's, as the hip hop heads say, definitely a head bobber, man. Like you can't
help
Lance
it.
a lot, with the NY experience jump off. It's the same thing. It's like soon as you hear it, man, you feel that vibe, man. Good morning,
Well,
brother.
Good morning. Good morning. Jose said it's an Emmy Award winning. So
Yes. Shout out to Jose, man. Shout out to
yeah,
Connected Leaders Academy. Shout out, man.
absolutely.
It's Friday, man. Friday, unified leadership, man. Like every time I say the phrase, it just feels good, Sifu.
Absolutely. One of the things I want to let everybody know, it is Friday. It is the day before the New York City Mastermind Experience. T.O. Clay is going to be in the house. He's one of our featured speakers. He's a keynote speaker. And I got to tell you, I cannot wait to hear your talk, your conversation, your knowledge that you're going to be sharing with the group, with the crowd. And so today we're going to make this a short and sweet, right? Because guess what? As leaders, we need to go lead, and we have so much to do before tomorrow.
Oh yeah, man. I know it's something that Sifu, I know you're a hardworking individual, bro. Like straight up and down, like it's in your DNA, it's in your blood, and all the preparation that goes into, creating unified leadership. I mean, it's this platform that we've created, very special, obviously, but it's something that we do consistently across the board in all the endeavors in which we undertake, man. And I know you do that. Uh, and I'm just grateful. The first show last Friday was a success. Definitely shout out to Jose Escobar, Connected Leaders. Shout out to my good friend, Robert Lytle, soon to be Dr. Robert Lytle. Those guys came through, man, and just, oh my goodness, man. Like you get that unification once again. You get that unified front together, and the magic spark is just, it's so amazing, bro.
It is. I got to tell you, I'm excited for today's topic because it's leadership journey.
Oh,
And I got to tell you, nobody is born a leader.
right.
You become a leader by the actions that you take and the people you follow. Because I always tell my clients and my members, you can never be a great leader if you're not a great follower.
Right. See, like right now, you're saying that. You see that picture in the backdrop? I'm gonna slide my camera over.
Yeah, look at that.
It was split down the middle, and I could only see my face. But
wait. We're gonna make this happen a little differently. Ready? You ready for this? Now we see it, right?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, bro, that's dope. I love it. That painting, man. I don't know if I would told you, Sifu, but another unified leadership moment. I was out in Korea, Pohang, Korea, and it was a gentleman on the street. He had a little makeshift like a little shed, and man, you could tell just years and years and years of painting, and it's just paint all over the ground, and it was crazy, man. Just like a little hut of Leonardo da Vinci or something, but he didn't have hands.
Wow.
He had nubs, man, and he would hold the paintbrush kind of in between his wrist, and man, that's how he would paint.
Oh my
And
goodness.
man, I sit there, Sifu, along with many other Marines, because it was an attraction, bro. Like,
Mm,
just a guy on the street showing his talent. And obviously he could speak English. And I was like, man, if I bring you a picture, could you draw that for me? And he was like, yes, yes, my friend, bring. So, we go back to the ship the next morning because we was out there about 3 or 4 days. And Sifu, man, I brought the picture. I have the actual picture of that painting right there of my wife and I. Uh, Sad and unfortunately, that picture was taken at my brother-in-law's funeral. Shout out to my
mm,
brother-in-law. May he
mm.
rest in power. Juan Alexander White. Um, and we had just actually buried him, and someone snapped that picture. Cold day, sort of like today. That actual, uh, you know, full-length coat that I have on, I bought over there. Uh, and man, just long story short, man, he said, give me like 2 days. Man, when I walked back up to his little booth, a lot of people standing around, a lot of locals, Koreans standing around, some Marine sailors. And man, he had it on display. That actual photo on the wall, that painting, he had it on display on his easel. And man, when I walked up, man, just the emotion that I felt,
Oof.
because man, it is spot on, bro. Like the only thing my wife doesn't like about that photo is she had on a brown turtleneck, right?
Mm.
So it kind of blends in with her face, and
Right,
she's
right,
like,
right.
it looks like I got neck rolls and all that. I was like, babe, I'm sorry, I tried, but very, very special photo, man. So I appreciate you highlighting it, brother. I do.
Yeah, wow. It's incredible where we think about the gifts that we have, right?
Yeah.
And God gave this man a gift, and no matter what he didn't have, he still was able to bring that gift forward and give you a gift that was beyond incredible. Good
Timeless, brother.
morning, Anna. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Anna. Yes, it's timeless, man. And like I say, I don't want to spend the whole time speaking on that gentleman in particular, but he warrants, much respect, bro. Because again, like you said, seafood just goes to show that, hey, uh, yeah, I have a situation, but it's not going to stop, that talent that God gave me, man. So very, very powerful.
Mm,
Once other individuals saw his work, there was other service members obviously that got with him and got some paintings as well. So
yeah,
special moments, man, special moments. Shout out to
absolutely.
JJ Rags, man. JJ Ragland, man.
Good
JJ
morning,
Ragland,
JJ.
bro. I appreciate your support, JJ Ragland. JJ Ragland is a renaissance man. Seafood,
Mm,
unified leadership, leader type of guy. He's got an RV. Him and his wife, once he retired, got the RV, man, and just start traveling the nation,
oh,
bro.
that's awesome.
Just setting up shop, and man, I would watch his travels and just the many people that he's touched, and coming along with different individuals in different communities, man, pouring and sharing. True leader right there, JJ Ragland. So thank you for rocking with us this morning, JJ. We
Yeah,
appreciate you, brother.
absolutely.
Leadership journey, bro. Leadership journey. So I gotta ask this, Sifu, because I know you're one of the most amazing, hosts in the world. Uh, I consider myself, pretty amazing as well. No bragging intended, but I gotta ask you this, man, from the leadership journey straight up, bro. Can you explain to people what seafood means?
Yeah, it's a title, right? And Sifu means teacher in Chinese.
Yeah.
And for me, it feels like that title was given to me at an extremely, extremely young age, way before I even knew Kung Fu.
Yes.
So, uh, way before I even knew Kung Fu. And I've always had it in my heart to help other people and to
Mm,
teach them. And a lot of people sought me out to say, hey, can you help me with this? Can you teach me this? How do you do this? How do you do that? And so when I started martial arts, I started martial arts at the age of 10, just by kind of an accident, right?
Yeah.
And I continued, and I've never stopped since, right? And one of the things that, when I decided that I was really going to embrace the name, or the title, if you will, is for branding purposes. So I would stand out because my name is Rafael, and Rafael, I found out as a teenager that it means of God. And I'm like, wait a minute,
Wow.
of God. And even this morning, I had an epiphany, and I said, wait a minute, who am I that I am of God? I'm special. I said, no, everyone is of God, not just me, everyone. So when we think about that name Sifu, it just means teacher. And it just means that I am willing to help you in any way that I can. And so when
Mm.
somebody says my name Sifu, it says, hey, how can you help me? And I'm there like, show me what you need, and I'm there to help. So that's what it
Yes.
means. Thank you for asking.
Oh man, that's powerful, bro. Like I can't look at you and not think of, your journey, bro. The last time in New York City, I thank you again. I'm always, thank you, sir. Thank you for allowing that, man. I love the Yankees.
No kidding,
I,
you got the hat on.
yeah, I'm a Yankee. I love the New York Yankees. Uh, but man,
And the
just
Knicks.
the
Don't forget the Knicks.
yeah,
Hello.
absolutely, man. Definitely shout out. And speaking of that, that's where my heart went when you so graciously allowed me to speak at the last NYC Mastermind a few months ago. Uh, Looking out of the glass windows and seeing Madison Square Garden, bro, you can see my face is lit up like a jack-o'-lantern, bro, because it's just, bro, you're talking about one of the most surreal moments in my life. And
Mm,
I've seen a lot, man. I've seen the Great Wall of China. I've seen the famous Opera House out in Australia. I've seen a lot. Mount
mm.
Rushmore, all of these good places. But my eyes physically looking out of those glass windows. And I know you were standing over to the right. Lancelot's in the middle. Jose was over there with you. Reverend Emilio Ramon, Daniela. I know so many great individuals just in the space. And man, just that surreal moment when it hit me, he got back up. That's what God gave me. Just like you said, Sifu and Raphael, meaning, that alignment with God, bro. God
Mm,
gave me in that moment to say he got back up. And I just read your chapter from the inaugural, well, not the inaugural, the signature Born to Risk edition.
mhm,
Uh, I read your chapter that night, bro. And your story, your journey, bro, it's amazing, dog. Like we could spend 5 hours talking about literally just your journey,
mm,
as a young fella, the adversity that you experienced, um, finding yourself, but and ultimately getting to that place of finding Sifu Rafael, bro.
yeah,
That's why I
man.
wanted to ask you about seafood, because some people just think that's your first name,
Right, right.
and you know what I'm saying, and they don't understand that. Some do. Those that study the craft or have submerged themselves in kung fu or different disciplines, but that was something near my heart for the listeners out there. Whether you're seeing this live, whether you're hearing it on our various streams out there, audio wise, Apple podcasts and such. uh, for me, I said, man, Sifu, your leadership journey in martial arts, bro, is huge. It is
Mm.
epic. And
Thank
as
you.
a yes, absolutely, brother, you're welcome. And
I
as a
received that. I receive it. I receive
yes, you can feel my spirit on that, because the martial arts it really is spiritual. Uh,
it.
one of my favorites of all time, obviously, is Bruce Lee, bro. Like, I know you may see things different from that because you've lived it.
Mhm.
Uh, I kind of watched it, on
Right. Yeah,
TV, and
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of the good movies, Fist of Fury and all the good ones, but um,
Five Fingers of
it,
Death.
Five Fingers of Death, a classic, bro.
Yeah.
And but it's spiritual. It really is. And where I'm going with this is all, wrapped in the leadership journey. The journey of one, the journey of Sifu Rafael. Uh, and it's just so amazing looking at, from as a young child, you had issues walking, bro,
Mm.
and but you got back up. I could go on and on, uh, but I really wanted to tie in that aspect of martial arts because as a Marine, as that warrior spirit,
Mhm.
we're taught what we call MCMAP, which is Marine Corps Martial Arts Program. Uh, we call it MCMAP for short.
Right.
And cold days like today, there's Marines somewhere right now across the globe, man. They're getting tossed and they're getting kicked. They got on flak jackets. They got the what's the wooden stick? It's a long wooden stick. I can't think of the name of it.
Like
It,
Bayonet.
yeah, it
Like it.
simulates a bayonet. Yeah, it's actual name for it, but man, out there with them sticks, man, jabbing each other, and oh man, it's yeah, I would dread it, Sifu. I'm gonna be honest. I would dread, like you said, New York City right now, 16 degrees. I was up in Quantico, Virginia, because that's where the headquarters for mixed martial arts program actually is. McMap, they call it the MACE, Martial Arts Center of Excellence. And
Mhm.
many of the greats have come through there. And I'm gonna take you, Sifu. I'm saying it live right now on this stream. You and I are going to connect the next time we're in DC because it's gonna happen. Whether we're up there with Dr. Reed for He-Man or with Jose up in Maryland, I'm going to take you to the Mace
Awesome.
and you walk in and that smells like butt and sacks. I don't want to be too graphic, but you know what I mean, seafood, and so much sweat on that deck in that building, man. And so many individuals just come through there. So leadership journey, man. Like I just feel it in my spirit this morning to say, man, hat off to you for your journey, man. Just on that front of choosing martial arts, man, as a discipline to follow. It's great, bro.
Like I said, it's and thank you for all the accolades that you've given me. And where do I send a check, by the way?
Hey, the check is here, bro. It's in the heart, man.
So when we think about it, it kind of found me, right? And but the thing is to stick with it, right? Just like the leadership journey, because there's a lot of people who, even when we think about leadership, we think about entrepreneurs, we think about CEOs, but leadership is the kid that says, you know what, I'm going to go and get a job when I'm 14 or when I'm 12 or whatever, and I'm going to maybe go deliver the paper, or I'm going to go clean bathrooms or whatever it is. That's the journey that we have to start on, but realize that we are worth more than the job. It's the buildup of who we are becoming, and we
Yeah,
cannot stop that. We cannot get into our high and glory and say, oh, I've arrived. We will never arrive.
no,
And it's not about accumulating wealth. It's about accumulating, not financial wealth. It's about accumulating wealth that goes inside of us. And I think
yes,
that's, for me, is the true leadership journey, because I've met people who, there was a gentleman who impacted my life who was in World War I. And I used to mow his lawn at 10
mm,
years old, right? When my sister saved me, and she would take me to this man's house, and my sister, she would go there, take them shopping, and there was no charge. There was none of that. It was about give, 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 give. And so my sister said, go cut his lawn. I'm like, me? She goes, yeah. I said, I don't know how to cut lawn. She goes, go learn. So I learned how to cut lawn. So,
it's awesome.
so when we think about that, right? And it was a push mower. It was the one that you did, no engine, no nothing. It was I had to push that thing. And then I enjoyed it. And then the cool thing about that is that I would sit with him and then he would tell me war stories.
Mm.
He would share things with me. And then he actually gave me a book. And at 10 years old, I wasn't really caring about books, but I found it later on in life. And I was like, wow. And when I opened up the book, it had writing that he wrote,
Wow.
pages that he highlighted, things that, and it was his own handwriting. This guy from World War One, and we were there until him and his wife passed, and he was in his 90s when he passed. But his
Wow.
journey never ended. His leadership journey did not end when he retired, when he stopped being in the army, when he stopped working, when he stopped doing all these things. It didn't end because he was passing it on to me. He was
Yes.
teaching me. So think about leadership journey. When does it end? It never
Wow.
should. If you're a true leader, your job is to impact and pour onto others. That's truly, I believe, what the real leadership journey is for me, anyways.
Wow, man. Well, I could tell you, man, the whole time he was documenting, that's one of the major takeaways that I look at. He was documenting, bro,
Yeah,
knowing in his spirit that the right individual is going to come along, and the journey, like you said, will never end because I'm going to pass that rich history on. And here you are today, December the what 5th, and you're talking about it, bro. So the journey does live on forever, man. Man, thank you, Anna, man. Anna's in the chat, man. Like,
yeah, yeah. She's
shout
doing
out to
great.
Anna,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Wow. Hey, Anna Henry is in the chat doing the do.
Yeah,
Uh, she said that's truly the breath of life, man. Like it really is. Seafood, man. Like Lord have mercy, man. Like dog, you just have a soul of a you have an angelic soul, man. And I think it's stemmed in your journey. You've been hurt before, bro. You've been wronged. You've been cheated. You've experienced things that, to not say that many of us have not, but
right.
it's your own. And I love how you always find the positivity aspect. You always find the love first aspect. You find the peace first aspect. But just like the greats, don't test me. That's what I don't run up on me, bro. Like when I'm in your physical presence, Sifu, it's always on my mind. Like, man, this dude can kill someone with his bare hands.
Mm,
And that's for real. And that's something as Marines we say all the time as well. Like we literally have to stress to Marines once they start learning and they what we talked about on the last
mm,
unified leadership, eat it, explain, demonstrate, imitate, practice. Once they start really practicing and they start getting fluid, we're like, hey, listen, man, here's the scenario. You're going to be out at a bar one of these weekends in the future. Someone is going to test you.
ooh,
Someone's going to run
oh,
up on you just because you're a Marine. Just that by itself, there's gonna be that guy in there with the chest out, like, oh, you Marines or Woodsies or whatever they want to say. And bro, just realize that your hands really are lethal. Another gentleman from the great, state of New York, Michael Tyson, aka known as Iron Mike.
yeah.
His hands are lethal, man. And I know Sifu Rafael, your hands are truly lethal. But you lead up here first. You lead here ultimately first. But like Anna said in the chat, man, heart, mind, and soul. Uh,
Mm,
to me, that's a special individual that uh, I learned this discipline from the greats, and I understand this discipline. And if I never have to use it, man, I'm grateful for that. If I never have to use it, but at the same time, if I do have to use it for the greater good, and that's kind of the same lines we feel as military members, particularly for myself as a United States Marine. It's like, do I wake up every morning, seafood? Oh, I want to go over to Iraq and just kill people.
Oof.
No, I want to go to Afghanistan and just mow down as many people as I can, and I feel
Mm.
better about myself.
Mm.
No, bro. But as we've said time and time again, uh, that understanding with God, I have buddies right now that are struggling
Mm.
because they had to take a life. And
Yeah,
and it's hard for them to conceptualize that, man, I really did that, knowing in my spirit I didn't want to. Um, and I think that comes along with that territory. But yeah, the leadership journey, man, if I could say anything for the listeners, the viewers, your journey is your journey,
hmm,
and you have to own that thing. You have to document it, whether that's in book form, whether that's ebook, whatever you want to do, or just journaling, just writing it down, because someone behind you can reach and grab that legacy and continue forward.
absolutely. Definitely, journaling is it's an important part of leaving a legacy, so someone can maybe read it and follow the
Yes,
instructions. Right? We all need instruction manuals. I mean, for those people who try to build something without instruction manuals, there's that. What am I doing with this screw over here or this nut? Right? So read the
yes,
manual, but leave a manual. Right? Your life is a manual. How you live your life is part of your leadership journey. Here's the thing you said earlier that my hands are lethal. I got to be honest with you. I rather use my hands to bring you in and share my heart.
that's
So
it.
that's what I rather do. And when you talked about people who we're not waking up and saying, "Who can I go kill?" Because even for me, if there's a bug in my facility, I'd rather carry it outside and say, "Go live another day." I'm not the one that just wants to step on it and squash it, right?
Yes,
Because I understand how precious life truly is.
yes, yes,
But one thing about me that's a little nutty is that I'm not afraid to die.
right.
And I'm going to tell people what I truly am afraid of is not living the life I'm supposed to live. So, everybody, get on your leadership journey. And I don't care what kind of position you have in life, you are the CEO of your life.
Yes,
You matter. You're worth more than anyone can ever put a price on.
that's a fact.
Don't ever put a price on your life. You
Yes,
are amazing. And
yes,
thank you, everybody, for joining us. Guess what? We have Anna, we have Mandy,
yes. Shout
all
out to
so many
Mandy.
incredible people here with us, right? And for anybody, Jay Rags, right?
Yep, J
And Anna
Rags.
Henry for sure. Anna's been. I love the the fact that she keeps adding to the layers of what we're talking about. Thank you for
Right,
that.
right.
It has come to that time where we actually are going to end. But do me a favor, join us next Friday. And I'm going to tell you
Yes.
something about next Friday in 30 seconds. I'm having surgery Thursday, the day before next Friday. I'm having major shoulder surgery. I can move my shoulder, but I
Yeah.
can't lift anything with it. So my doctor said, "Oh, if you just do a desk job, it will be years before you do that." I'm like, "I don't do a desk job, and I don't want to do a
Yes.
desk job." I said, "So movement is everything." So I said, "Let's not waste any time." So he wanted to do it 2 weeks ago. I go, "No, I got a New York City experience event I got to do. So let's do it after." They wanted to do it Monday. I said, "No, Monday I'm still in it. So let's do Thursday." So this Thursday coming up, I'm
Yeah.
going to have surgery. But guess what? I will be here with you guys and Theo next Friday. And people say, "Aren't you going to be in pain?" Pain means I'm alive.
That's right.
Pain means I'm alive, brothers and sisters. Pain means I am alive. Thank you, everybody, for sending healing energy and all of that. And guess what? Join us next Friday. I'll be
That's
here.
right.
I might be in a sling, right? And maybe I didn't sleep. I don't know. But God bless you all.
God
All right.
bless. Love you, bro. Love you all out there. Have a great weekend.
All right, everybody, enjoy.
Unified.
Leadership.
Unify leadership. Let's move. Let's lead. Let's ride. Unify leadership. Like the flame, turn it up loud. Remember the name.